What up, y'all? Good morning. This is your boy Gerald, and it is the 16th of March. Some of y'all are starting your day right now. Some of y'all will see this in the intended time, and just know that Gerald is praying for each and every one of you. But y'all, I'm feeling a certain kind of way this morning, y'all. I really am. Because see, I had this dream, and I saw these group of people, group of guys, and they were chopping it up, and the conversation came about because it was one guy was talking about the conquest he had, and in the midst of that conquest, as they were laughing and gloating, one goes in his pocket and pulls out a pair of female underwear, and like a basketball, spinning it, he had him on his finger doing this, and he was mocking the experience, the sacred experience. And then in the same instance, I saw a bathroom, and I saw women staring in the mirror, primping, putting on their makeup and lipstick, and laughing as if there was a small celebration going on amongst themselves about how they had been covert. But what I saw in the commonality of the wolf scenario, there was death. There was death in the corner, just quiet, not saying a word, just. And I woke up a certain kind of way because I got a feeling right now things may seem blissful for you, and you might think you're winning right now. And I got a feeling that someone's about to make a proverbial turn the corner, so to speak, and smack dab in the middle of that, unbeknownst to them, will be truth. A truth about them that they were not prepared to deal with. Not so good. So I'm sending this out to each and every one of you and let you know that Gerald is I start and end my day in prayer. Praying for you. I'm praying for your breakthrough. I'm praying for the best you to have the courage to let this planet we know as Earth be seen in the intended time, because you're doing a disservice to yourself until you truly know what your voice is, what your voice sounds like. I'm not talking about the octaves. I'm not talking about the fakeness called assertiveness. I'm not talking about the projectability from your actions. I'm talking about the real you, the person that you see in the mirror right now, or when you see this video, that person. You owe that to you. Let's dim the lights in your life and let's get to you. Because see, all that stuff don't matter. Don't matter. It's fake. It is nothing but a theater in the mind, a production in the mind. That's why it's so important that you stay grounded. That's why it's so important that you love yourself. That's why it's so important that you speak your truth. Don't you realize when you speak your truth, guess what happens? There is a spiritual division from the things that are not meant to be attached to your life. How about them associations? How about them commonalities? See, that requires courage, but it also defines you being transparent with yourself. I got a feeling right now somebody's waking up, getting in their vehicle, and they are feeling broken because they spent the night before in a place they shouldn't have never been. They opened the door they should have never walked through and should not have paid a price that was measured by their flesh. You think that's supposed to be your reality? I know you're saying, well, Gerald, look, I'm getting up in age and I want companionship. No, what you truly want is someone to honor you. What you want is someone that is going to have the ability to protect your heart, not break it. Queens, you don't think it's kind of odd that your sex drive is, but yet you mask it and you say, well, the guys do it all the time, Gerald. I'm just doing what they do. I'm getting mine. But really what's happening is you're getting played. That's why I know there's someone right now, you're justifying your behaviors, thinking that you're putting a one-upmanship on that person, thinking, well, I'm going to ride or die until I get exposed, and I'm going to get what I can out of it because it's a fair trade. So it's not for sale. It's not for sale. Stop acting like TJ Hooker and invest in your life. Come on now. You've got flaws. You've got insecurities. You've got fears. But you got to be a champion to walk through them all. You know why you got them fears? Because that good old devil, he's a liar. He didn't set up what you know is your reality to watch you be the mouse going through the maze. Because he already knows what you can and cannot do. But he needs your free will to let it play out. I know I'm talking to someone. You think you're supposed to be walking around playing hide and go get it? You, especially my queens, you 40, almost 45 points, and you doing immature stuff that you should. Don't you realize you are compromising your grace every time? Do you realize that? And you know what also happens? The person that is supposed to walk with you on the other side of your life, yeah, the keeper of your heart, they can't get to you. They're divided from you. That's why I tell you, kings and queens, you want that significant other to be revealed in your life? Prepare for them. The traits that you desire. Make sure they're inside you first. That's how you know real recognizes real. Because it starts from spirit, then by flesh. But then that means you must be vulnerable with yourself, now, right? You got to be truthful to yourself first and admit to yourself, hey, I need to focus on that. I need to champion that. I need to have the courage to walk away from the things that are toxic. These are what we know as your spiritual shackles. These are what we know as strongholds. These are also known as soul ties. You're getting up today miserable, tormented, angered to walk into a job you don't want to do. For what? A check? Maybe that job that you're going to was only to set up and be the springboard to where you need to be. I know I'm talking to somebody. Listen, you're not supposed to be living your life in misery. But if you won't acknowledge that it exists, that's the real disappointment. Every tear that is shed should be tears of joy. That's why tears cleanse the soul. My queens, the real you deserves to walk on this earth. I had somebody hit me up yesterday and said, well, Jura, why do you always focus women? Because I love you, queen. I'm going to tell you the perspective of a real man, a man that loves God. But we have free will now, don't we? I can't make you do nothing. But guess what? I can't shoulder your burden or pain either. I can't block your disappointments that you allow to exist. That's why having a prideful spirit doesn't change anything. That's why embracing an alter ego doesn't change anything. Because what the real you deserves is to be at peace. That's what freedom's about, y'all. When you ain't gotta look over your shoulder, when you ain't gotta remember what you said or what you did, you don't have any fear because you place God first. You're worth it. And if your friends truly loves you, why ain't they trying to empower you instead of enable you? Because they ain't your friends. They never were. And if you get anything from what I'm conveying to you now, just know this. We reap what we sow. And an opportunist does not need your help to expose themselves, but it does require courage to admit what you see before you. Make this day the best day, y'all, by claiming you. The best is yet to come. Be blessed.